Well, good afternoon all. I'm Shahin Pereira. So today I'm here to discuss my recent research paper, basically titled under the Foreign Travelers Perspective Towards Service Quality of Railway Service in Sri Lanka, a study based on Kandy Railway Travelers. So first of all, I would like to tell you this is a base study that I have carried out ongoing research, which is building a model for the foreign travelers friendly system in Sri Lanka with the engineering students. So this is the content of today's presentation. So I would like to draw your attention to the background of my study. So Sri Lanka is experiencing a steady economic growth in modern highly competitive world. So when we look at the recent few decades, so we can highlight it that Sri Lankan economic structure is transforming to a service sector from the agriculture sector. So it gives a green light us to study in or engage in more studies in service sector. So when we look at the service sector, we can find two service sectors: government-owned service sectors as well as private-owned service sectors. So when we look at the government-owned service sectors, most of them are suffering from lack of capital due to the lack of profitability, especially in transport sector. So Sri Lankan Airlines, Mini Lanka, Sri Lanka Railway Department, Sri Lanka Transport Board, they have recorded continuous losses in past few years. So when we look at the transport sector, government-owned service organizations, especially railway department continuously record losses during past few years. So due to many reasons, but Kumar again he has highlighted that insufficient railway networks, late travels, rolling stock made, disruptive train union actions, those are significant factors that affect to those losses. So it is need of the hour to draw attention towards the innovative and profit-making programs, especially for foreigner centers program to overcome this problem. So when we look at the research, so it is highlighted, as a few researchers highlighted, that it's the best way to attract the customers by satisfy their satisfaction. So customers' expectations should be satisfied in order to retain customers by providing the maximum value of the product. So when we look at this, we can identify if we want to satisfy the customer's satisfaction, then definitely it will combine with the service quality. So these few researchers, they have clearly identified that there is a relationship between service quality and the customer satisfaction. So when we look at our research, we have considered about the service sector. After that, we have narrowed down that one into a government service sector. Then after that, again we have narrowed down that one to a transport sector. Transport sector, again we have narrowed down to the railway sector. Right. So based on the research literature review, so we have derived the problems. The major research problem is what type of relationship is prevailing between the quality dimensions and foreigner satisfaction on railway transport in Sri Lanka. So sub-research problems are what is the most impact service quality dimensions towards foreigner satisfaction on railway transport in Sri Lanka. Which service quality dimensions should be improved to develop in order to attract foreigners to the rail transport method in Sri Lanka. So based on these research problems, we have derived the research objectives. So our major research objective is to identify the relationship prevailing between the quality dimension and foreigner satisfaction on railway transport in Sri Lanka. And the sub-research objectives we have derived from the research problems. So next I would like to move to the methods that we have carried out our research. So this is in nature, this is a descriptive cross-sectional research, and our sample area is Kent railway station. So it is considered as a tourism destination in Sri Lanka. Next one is it is conducting the it performs its activities as a hub in conducting railway facilities to the customers, especially in Colombo, Kandy Madale and Kandy Badulla train roads. So our sample size is 50. So why is that? They have calculated, that means the Kandy railway station, they have calculated the average daily foreign travelers who use this railway station is around 250. So they do not consider about the seasons. So however, 250 is the annual usage of the railway station of foreign travelers. So out of them we have taken 50. So our inclusion criteria is a literacy level. So we have divided the questionnaire. So we have taken only the foreigners who can speak English and write English. So Spanish and the Germans we have not included in our sample. And we have taken 18 years old, above 18 years old passengers who travel origin were from different railway stations. That means we have considered they need a traveling experience in this railway system. So our sampling methods, we have taken the convenient sampling method and a non-statistical sampling system. So when we move to the data and data collection tool, so already we have taken the primary data, and data collection method is field survey. So the tool is questionnaire. So it is with 5 Likert scale questionnaire. So we have designed that one in 6 parts. So geographical, socio-demographic questions, as well as the other parts are related to the variables that we derive. And data analysis, when we look at that one, we have used 3 methods: descriptive statistics, and the multiple regression analysis, and correlation coefficient comparison. So this is the conceptual framework. We have used Server model. So it is already talking about the service quality dimensions, 5 dimensions: tangibility, reliability, responsiveness, assurance, and empathy. So our dependent variable is customer satisfaction. So these are the hypotheses. So when we look at the results and discussion, this is the socio-demographic characteristics of our sample. So let's move to the descriptive statistics. So we can find most of them are in average satisfactory level of responding rate when we consider about the mean values. So this is the unweighted server cost. So we can find that the responsiveness is the highest one. So when we look at the multiple regression analysis, so here the general equation that we have used. So all the values, coefficients, when we compare that one, we can find that it is considerable level at the 0.05, and the R square, so we have to consider here the adjusted R square, as we have used the multiple linear regression analysis. So it is a considerable amount. So when we look at the correlation coefficients, before that one, so all the variables, that means we have considered 5 variables. Among them, 3 are positively affect to the customer satisfaction, but 2 of them are not positively affect to the customer satisfaction. So here we came across a big problem. Why is that negatively affected to the customer satisfaction? So most probably they have given that they are not satisfied with the service that Sri Lanka Railway Authority provided that service. So next we move to the correlation coefficients. So we can find the reliability getting the high impact foreign passenger satisfaction. So the tangible is the lowest one. So when we look at the correlation coefficients, we can find that tangibility, reliability, responsiveness. These are positively affect to the customer satisfaction, but when we compare the correlation coefficients, all are weak positive. That means weakly positive relationships are prevailing. That means at the moment we have to think about more about these variables. That means the railway authority, they have to draw their attentions towards this one thoroughly if they want to improve this railway service to the foreign customers. So hypothesis. So here positive relationship we can find. So the conclusion, there is a positive relationship between quality dimensions such as tangibility, reliability and responsiveness, and the customer satisfaction. So reliability is the most effective one and the tangibility is the less effective one. When we are draw attention, so we have to, that means the authority of railway transport services, they have to draw their attention towards all the quality dimensions if they want to develop this one for the foreign travelers. So when we look at the other researchers in our region, so I have gone through so many in Maldives and South Asian, all are negatively affect to the customer satisfaction. So that means quality dimensions are negatively affect to the foreign customers satisfaction in our region. So I have mentioned only two there. So as a recommendations, diversification railway service packages we can introduce for the foreign tourists, and attractive and accurate travel information. It is need of the hour for the foreigners. And awareness programs about the important places, current places, we have to inform them to the foreigners. And proper methods should be implemented to get foreigners' comments. So it is not currently ongoing one. So next one, if someone think about this model, circle model is not good to fit this one, then we have to move to another service quality dimensions. So these are the references. Thank you very much.